Hi, everybody. My name is Ian. I'm CEO at Applicature, and today we are talking with Kyle. He is the CEO of Master Ventures and co-founder of Crypto Exchange Alliance. Hi, Kyle. How are you doing?
Hey, Ian, doing well. Thank you very much.
Pleasure to be talking to you. We've known each other for a while. It's always great to hear about your progresses and updates. Today we are talking about your venture called CEA. Would you like to share more about it?
Sure. Yeah. So CEA stands for Crypto Exchange Alliance, and the goal really is to create some type of infrastructure that is similar to what exists in the traditional trading space, FX space. So what we're doing basically is creating um, an exchange of exchanges in the crypto space for digital assets that basically aggregates all of the orders of all of the exchanges that are part of our alliance and aggregates them into one giant order book. And all of that order book is being fed back to each individual exchange. And then we create the technology that allows a trade from one exchange to be filled by a counterparty, another exchange. And then we also have the technology to settle those assets between exchanges in almost real time.
Got it. And why are you well positioned for this challenge?
Sure. So, it's been 2 years since I kind of thought about this idea. I've been in Bitcoin since 2012 and full time in crypto and blockchain since 2013. I've built several projects in this space, invested and advised in a bunch more, and have a very, very large network. The goal with Crypto Exchange Alliance is really to mature the space because my goal really is overall adoption. And I want to see the space mature and be adopted. And, prior to till now, really, there's a lot of issues with exchanges. And those issues get highlighted in the media and it gives a bad reputation to our space. So if we can help the exchanges to generate a more sound business model so they're not wash trading and things like that, um, it will help mature the space. And yeah, that's really what the goal is. And yeah, just the fact that I've been building technology for quite a long time, been a serial entrepreneur ever since I was young, and have an incredible team.
Got it. And what kind of exchanges are you targeting in terms of the volume, geography? What is the criteria for you?
Sure. So initially, our roadmap is to start with spot trading crypto exchanges. After that, we will move into crypto to fiat trading pairs on spot centralized exchanges, and then moving into security tokens, digital assets exchanges, and also decentralized exchanges and futures, derivatives exchanges, things like that. So, sorry, what was the question?
It was about what are the criteria for the right exchanges for you to
Yeah.
work with.
Okay. So yeah. So to elaborate on that, then right now we're really looking for spot trading exchanges, centralized, and we already have 25 that have come on board in CEA. And really, there's not specific criteria other than their API has to be a decent one built out in order to connect and have low latency and things like that. But we can help get it up to standard if it's not. And then really we have some of our exchanges will have their own criteria in who they want to participate with. Like, for example, Bittrex has very strict KYC requirements being regulated, things like that. And so they want to make sure that they can only trade with other exchanges that have that level of KYC or higher. And we can facilitate that. So for us onboarding, we want to help everybody. The environment that we created is a win-win for everybody. Um, everybody wins from being part of this alliance, and there are no potential negative downsides for exchanges. So really, we're open to helping everybody.
Got it. Tell us a little bit more about your team. Who are the other co-founders? How did you guys meet?
Sure. So, so Dane really has been with me close to for the very beginning, and has helped me really more on an execution side when I'm out developing the business model and ideas and things like that, validating it, building network. He's making sure that things get done. And and then we've brought on, Jed, who has built out a lot of different technology as well, and is really working with our technology teams to make sure that everything comes together properly. From a technology perspective, we're working with a team out of Cyprus. Their business is called PrimeXM. PrimeXM is incredibly well known all over the world. You can just Google their name. They've been doing what we're trying to do for crypto in the traditional FX world for a decade. They have built incredible infrastructure and technology. They do almost $1 trillion a month in transactions processing. And so they're incredibly well qualified to do what we're trying to do. And so they are our partners for the order execution and aggregation side of things. And we also have an incredible development team. They're based all over the world. They've been in blockchain, building technology for a long time. And then we are also working with a project called Credo, which is doing multi-party computation in order for custody and settlement of assets. And so basically what happens is an order will be executed through using the PrimeXM technology. And then we have a middleware that we're building out that then takes the messaging, delivers it to Credo for the information they need to record all of the transaction information, as well as making sure the settlement takes place between the exchanges, and it's all done in an immutable, transparent way for accountability and things like that.
Nice. The world is small. We don't work with Credo ourselves, but we work with Hartesh, who's helping Credo on
Yeah,
the marketing side.
I love Hartesh. He's great. We were working with Credo before Hartesh came on board, and then maybe the second or third call we had with Anthony, Hartesh popped on. I'm like, yo, what's Hartesh? How's it going, man? It was really nice to see him. We've been friends for quite some time, and I didn't know that he moved to Credo, and it was also another sign to me that that it's a legitimate team. I know that Hartesh wouldn't have come on board a project that he didn't think was incredibly, sophisticated and would do really well.
Right. Are they funded by Gumi Ventures and Miko, something like that?
I don't know, to be honest with you. They are most likely extending our deployment into us. They really believe in what we're doing, and we'll be more than likely cutting a check over to us as well. But I don't know who their investors are.
What is your business model and revenue model in particular?
Yeah, so it's a really smart business model. Like I said, we're building an exchange of exchanges essentially that runs on the back end, that these exchanges customers don't have to know that their trade is being executed by another counterparty on exchange halfway across the world or something. But our customers are exchanges. And so when we onboard someone like Huobi, for example, we don't just onboard one customer, but we're onboarding tens of millions of customers by proxy. And it's not just Huobi Global. We're talking about Huobi Thailand, Huobi Japan, Huobi Russia, things like this. And so we're facilitating, the cross exchange. So like, let's say that we have an order on Bittrex, and if it can be filled on Bittrex natively, then it is, and Bittrex takes their normal maker and taker fees. But when there's an order on Bittrex that cannot be filled instantly on Bittrex, let's say that there's a matching order on Huobi, our technology will then be involved and help to facilitate that cross exchange. And for any transaction that we facilitate, we take 25% from each side of the fees. So the maker and taker fees that they charge their customers, we take 25%. So let's say that's in this example, Bittrex and Huobi both made $1 from each side because their fees were the same. We would take 25 cents from each side, netting us 50 cents, and they would each net 75 cents. And it's nice for them because it's a commission-based model. So they most likely would have never filled that transaction if it wasn't for us in the first place. So they're still making 75% of a transaction that probably never would have occurred unless we were involved in the first place. So nobody has any issues with this fee structure. Everybody's more than happy to pay it.
That's smart. And with your wholesale onboarding model and no user acquisition costs, that's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's very, very low overhead mostly, and so we already have, like I said, our 25 exchanges that have come on board already. The aggregated volume does more than Binance already, much, much, much more. So we have a ton of liquidity that's being pulled up, and we already have a significant traction.
It's amazing. No, we love your idea, and we know how focused and devoted you guys are, and I think that's really the core factor of the success. If the team is able to stick to a certain problem and get through all the humps and bumps, and keep building, that's what you guys are doing. So it's really worth appreciation, admiration. So before we wrap up, would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, I'd like to add the fact that our goal is to be live by September 1st, potentially sooner, maybe late August, but September 1st is when we plan to be live and generating revenue.
Fantastic. I will not ask which year because development always takes longer than you think, right?
This year, we're talking about 2 months or something. Basically where we are in the technology development is obviously the main part is finished. Aggregation, execution, cross exchange. The settlement and custody side is done for Bitcoin, and we're waiting for the ERC20 Ethereum to be finished before launching. And then this bridge that we're building internally to make sure that we can connect to any exchange, because in the traditional world, the standard API connection is fixed, and most crypto exchanges are using WebSockets. And so we're building a WebSocket to fix bridge, which enables us to easily onboard any kind of crypto exchange into our ecosystem. And that would eliminate some of the barrier to entry potentially for these exchanges. So we have a lot done already, and hope to be live by September 1st.
Sounds good. We are keeping the fingers crossed for you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Kyle. It's been a pleasure. Once again, just to remind, we've been talking with Kyle Chasse. He is the CEO of Master Ventures and co-founder and CEO, if I'm not mistaken, if I got it right, of the Crypto Exchange Alliance. So once again, thanks for your time, and I wish you good luck.
Thank you, and take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.